Help! They've kidnapped me. Lady Di, a Modern Fairytale by Slobodan Radojev. Mitrich Part 3 Contra Operation Modern Fairytale Chapter 41 Ride into Death, Ride into Death. Dodi and Princess Diana enter the Paris Ritz Hotel through the main entrance, accompanied by Diana's personal chauffeur Philip and her two bodyguards Trevor and Kez Winfield. The head of security of the Ritz Hotel rushes out to greet them. Henry, Dodi says, pointing to the princess, we're going up to our suite to freshen up a little. We'll be ready within half an hour. My babbo has given you the instructions. Henry nods and waves to the head of reception. Musa, please, help Mr. Dodi and the princess. The head reception rushes to the elevator and presses the button. The elevator door opens and Dodi and Princess Diana step into the elevator, followed by the head reception. The elevator goes to the top floor of the hotel. Henry turns to Diana's bodyguards and her chauffeur. You guys wanna a drink? Yeah, please. All three say almost simultaneously. The head of security walks to a small bar next to the main entrance of the hotel. His guests follow him. Henry picks up a bottle of French cognac Courvoisier. Is it your birthday today? Philip quips. No. Why? Because you're the biggest miser on earth, says Trevor. Henry pours the cognac. This is a special case. For my best friends. The men take place at the bar with their drinks. Kez raises his glass to Mr. Dodi and his beautiful princess, adds Trevor. Philip corrects him. His piece of ass. Our piece of ass, man, adds Kez. Everyone laughs and finishes their drinks. The elevator door opens. The head reception returns to his desk. A gold-colored Rolls with diplomatic plates drives up to the main entrance to the Paris Ritz Hotel. A piccolo runs out of the hotel and opens the door of the Rolls. A sturdy tall man dressed in a traditional Arab robe steps out of the limousine. He has a goatee and wears large sunglasses to prevent dangerous countrymen from recognizing him. The piccolo bows to the ground. Welcome His Royal Highness Prince Albin. The prince nods and points to the limo. The piccolo rushes to the other side of the Rolls and opens the door. Out of the limo appears a slender woman dressed in a green traditional silk Arab burqa, leaving only her eyes visible. The piccolo again bows to the ground. The prince strides to the main entrance of the hotel, slowly followed by his partner a few yards behind him. Philip. Listen, you and Kez go outside and sit in Dodi's limo, says Henry. Head security, half whispering. The personal chauffeur of Dodi and Diana casts a questioning look at Diana's bodyguards. Trevor and Kez shrug their shoulders. Philip pulls his face into a grimace. I don't understand. The paparazzi will believe that Dodi and Diana will leave the hotel there, says the security chief of the Ritz. We must deceive them. Dodi's personal chauffeur brushes his suggestion away. Fuck you, man. The security chief frowns. Are you nuts? Order somebody else around. I'm not under your command. One of Diana's bodyguards intervenes. That's right, Henry. Why are you playing the boss? The head security comes closer to the trio. It's not my idea. The chauffeur lifts his head and spreads his hands. But, the boss. Mohammed. Yes, I've told Dodi. He agrees with me. Dodi's and Diana's chauffeur frowns. I'm going to Mr. Al-Fayed and check that out. Mr. Mohammed is sleeping. He has strictly forbidden anyone to disturb him, says the security chief dryly. Philip clenches his fist and with his other hand grabs the security chief by the lapels of his jacket. He waves his fist angrily in front of Henry's nose. Okay, I will check it out tomorrow. But if you lied, I'll smash that half-French face of yours. Henry instinctively loosens himself from Philip's grip and takes a step back. Swiftly he reacts by also clenching his fists. Philip. Jerks like you, I can handle 3 in a row with my hands tied. Philip is about to give the security chief a bash. Henry assumes a defense posture. Trevor and Kez react quickly, gain up on Philip and throw themselves in between the quarrel makers. Philip, cool it, shouts Kez. And you, kid, he says, pushing aside the security chef. Stop playing the big boss. Asterisk. The Arab prince and his partner enter the hotel. The piccolo carries 2 huge suitcases with great difficulty. The quarrel makers quiet down. The Arab moves to the reception desk. We have booked a suite. The head of reception bows. Yes, yes, Your Majesty. Your suite is next to the private suite of Mr. Muhammad Al-Fayed's son and his fiancée Princess Diana. The face of the Arab assumes a friendly look. He strokes his goatee. Thank you. This is a great honor for us. Immediately after unpacking our suitcases, we would like to go out and enjoy the nightly charms of Paris, naturally, if this is no problem for you. No, Your Royal Majesty. You can leave the hotel at any time and come back whenever you want. We are at your service 24 hours a day. Thank you. How can we find our suite? Your Royal Majesty. It will be an honor for me to personally accompany you to your suite. The head reception points to the elevator, rushes towards it and presses the button to open the elevator door. The Arab steps in, his wife follows him. The piccolo enters the elevator last. The head reception presses the button and the elevator doors close. Asterisk. The quarrel makers continue their fight. Trevor and Kez manage with great difficulty to push Philip back to where he was sitting. The security chief walks to the bar and helps himself to a double cognac. He sits down on a stool at the bar and finishes his drink. That spoiled brat started it, he shouts. Philip races back to the security chief. Bloody faggot, he yells. Who is the spoiled brat here? I'll break your bones. Ha ha ha. Henry laughs. In your dream. Sure. Diana's bodyguard Trevor grabs the hand of the chauffeur again and embraces him. Philip, take it easy. Man, don't risk losing your job because of that old balding rat, Kez adds. Philip returns to his seat. He throws Henry a hostile look and whispers to his colleagues. I do not understand why Dodie chose this idiot for tonight. Probably to play Ludo, Trevor laughs. As if I'm not good enough. Maybe it's her idea, Kez suggests. Philip shrugs his shoulders. Yeah, probably. That nymphomaniac wants someone stronger, says Trevor teasingly. Next time, I swear, I will break her. Asterisk. 2 aristocratically dressed elderly ladies enter the hotel. One lady has a white poodle on a leash, the other lady a black one. The quarrel makers stop their wrangling. Henry gets up and approaches them. Good evening. Did you amuse yourselves? Yes. Only our kids are terribly tired, says one of the ladies. Henry bends down and strokes both dogs. You really have beautiful kids. Young man, please take us to our room as soon as possible, says the other lady. The head of security straightens up. As you like, Henry rushes to the elevator. The ladies and the 4-legged creatures follow him. Henry presses the button and notices that the elevator door is already opening. Out of the lift step the head of reception and the piccolo. They bow to the old ladies. Musique USA, Henry whispers in the ear of the receptionist. Take the ladies to their suite. Okay. The head reception escorts the ladies and their dogs into the elevator, then enters himself. The piccolo follows him, but Henry grabs him by the sleeve. Where do you think you're going? Well, I thought. Since when are you allowed to think? The bellhop leaves the elevator. The head reception presses the button. The doors close. Henry takes his car keys from his pocket and gives them to the bellhop. Don't be afraid, boy. I was just kidding. Go to the side entrance. Dip a cloth in eau de cologne and freshen up all the seats in my Mercedes. The bellboy takes the keys. Bosun walks quickly to the side entrance. Henry goes back to his guests. Asterisk, that cunt licker is back. That's why Dodie chose him, to lick his mistress, Philip shouts. Trevor turns serious. Philip, he says, be sensible, man. Don't bullshit so much. Tonight you won't miss your share. We too are condemned to play chess till dawn. Kes grins. Philip raises the tone of his voice. All because of this half-French faggot. Trevor embraces his colleague. Philip, I'll keep an eye on that brute. Don't worry. The chauffeur of Dodie and Diana heaves a deep sigh. Let a dog fuck his mother. Asterisk, the elevator doors open. The head reception waves to Henry and goes to the reception desk. Henry gets up and follows him. The receptionist whispers something in his ear. Henry returns to his guests, points his forefinger to Trevor and sticks his thumb up. Trevor taps Philip on the shoulder. Now, go outside, please. Philip gets up, casts another hostile glance to the head of security and leaves the hotel through the main entrance. Kes follows him. They walk to Princess Diana's official armored car. Philip opens the door and sits down. Kes gets into the car on the other side. Philip starts the engine. Asterisk, it is 5 minutes after midnight. In front of the hotel it is getting increasingly busy. Dozens of photographers are quickly getting their cameras ready. Drivers start their cars and motorists their motors. A UNK member of the paparazzi corps, who is employed by MI6, whispers in his cell phone to his colleague, who is stationed near the side entrance of the hotel. Romuald. Everything goes according to plan. Philip and Kes are already in the limo. You stay there as agreed. Good luck. Thank you, replies Romuald, one of the top agents of the Gamma group. Stefan, they're coming out here. Pretend you're having trouble starting your motor, Romuald whispers to his motorist. The motorcyclist nods. Don't worry. Alarm. Guys, Stefan thunders to his colleagues. Lady Di is coming out through the main exit. As if struck by lightning, a dozen paparazzi quickly start their cars and leave their position near the side entrance to speed to the main exit. Stefan pretends to have problems starting his motor. Fucking machine. Why the hell doesn't it start now? Romuald winks to his motorist. You faggot, he yells. You're fired. In front of the side entrance of the Hotel Ritz remain only Romuald and his driver and a few special UKN journalists and photographers. Asterisk, the bellboy returns to the hotel lobby and gives Henry his car keys back. Patron, everything has been freshened up. Did anyone notice you? No, patron. I crawled in and out of the car like a real thief. Henry stops the keys in his pocket and pulls out a bill of 100 francs. This is for you. And now go to sleep. Thank you. Thank you. The bellboy pockets the money and hurries away. Asterisk, Dodie is nervously pacing up and down his room. Princess Diana stares at him. Suddenly, someone from the adjacent room knocks 3 times on the wall, then twice and then 3 times again. Dodie is relieved. Asterisk, at the reception desk the phone rings. The head reception answers. Yes. One moment, please. Then he shouts, Mr. Paul. The head security of the Ritz Hotel looks in his direction. The receptionist signals that it is for him. Henry rushes over and grabs the horn. Yes, Henry. He hears the voice of Dodie Al-Fayed say, we'll be downstairs in 1 or 2 minutes. Are you ready? Yes, please. We leave immediately, without delay. Questions or comments? The sooner the better, says the head of security. That's why I like you. We're coming. The head of security hangs up. May I ask you something? Mr. Paul, says the receptionist. Not now. I'm in a hurry. Just one short question. Okay, go ahead. You know my name is Jean. So why do you call me Musa Kusa? The head security laughs. Ah, my dear friend, you look a lot like one of my old friends Musa Kusa, head of security for Colonel Gaddafi. That's why. Thank you for your compliment. Mr. Paul, rejoices the head receptionist. You're welcome. You are welcome. Musa Kusa, grins the head security. He goes over to Trevor. Companion, are you ready? Dodie and the princess will be down any moment. Yes, yes. Trevor jumps up from his chair like a cougar. Asterisk, let's go. Princess Diana is curious. Dodie, who knocked on the wall? You'll see. Come. Follow me. Dodie opens the door. When satisfied that there is nobody in the hall, he takes Diana's hand and steps outside. He closes the door of his suite, runs hastily to the door of the suite of the Arab prince and knocks 3 times, then twice and then 3 times again. The Arab opens the door quickly and ushers Dodie and Princess Diana in. Diana opens her eyes wide open when she sees that her host is dressed in exactly the same way as Dodie. They resemble each other as 2 drops of water. She becomes even more surprised upon seeing a blonde woman dressed exactly like her and who resembles her as 2 peas in a pod. Here is the surprise, says Dodie, which I promised you. Dodie turns to his double partner. Go downstairs right away. Don't worry, everything is ready. Do your best, both you, not to say a single word. We too will have enough time to disguise ourselves and dress up in your magic clothes. The Arab waves to his female companion. Britain, follow me. The Arab and Britain leave their suite. Good luck, Dodie calls out after them. Diana spreads her hands. Dodie, what does this all mean? My dear Diana, am I a Hollywood movie producer or not? So, I've arranged for these 2 to lure the paparazzi behind them. Then we too will have a few weeks of peace and love. Far away from those horrible journalists. Diana falls into the arms of her fiancé. Oh, Dodie, you're brilliant. For you, my darling, I am prepared, if necessary, to go through fire and water. Oh, Dodie, I love you. I love you. Love you too. Love you too. Their lips melt. Asterisk, the elevator doors opens. 2 creatures step out. Henry gestures to follow him. He walks quickly to the side entrance. The couple follows him. Trevor runs after them. All of them leave the Ritz Hotel. Bent forward, they rush to Henry's parked Mercedes. Henry opens the back door of the luxury limousine and makes way for his protagonist to step in. First, the slender lady gets in, followed by the shapely Arab. Henry closes the door quickly behind them and takes a seat in the front behind the steering wheel. Trevor sits down beside him. Henry turns on the engine. The Mercedes starts to move and with screeching tires quickly leaves the Paris Ritz Hotel behind. Asterisk, Dodie detaches himself from the princess. And now to work. What do you mean? Dodie points to the 2 clothes left on the big double bed and then to the goatee and dark glasses on the bed table. We must leave the hotel as soon as possible. You get dressed in that green burqa, and I will put on the royal robe. The only difficulty will be to make that beard stick on my chin. Diana pushes herself against her lover boy. Dodie, why such a hurry? Dodie pushes her gently aside, undresses and begins to put on the Arab royal robe. Because, my angel, we have to get out of this bloody hotel in time. I'm taking you to a safe place. You'll see, you'll be happy there. Okay. All right. Diana also takes her clothes off and puts on a green Islamic burqa. You see, my beautiful lady, Dodie says, teasingly. Now you're a true Muslimah. Diana blushes. But Dodie cannot see it. Her head is completely covered. Asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.